What is going on, family? It is very good to be back to check out another song from Dimash. I feel like I'm not still saying his name correctly, but the one thing that I do know about this guy is the fact that he probably arguably the greatest singer in the world. So really blown away with that first song that I heard from him. That the melody in that song really just stuck in my head really for days, honestly. Afterwards, I just kept hearing it, like just him just doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm not able to try to like recreate it. Like, I'm not a singer. I can't do stuff like that. So I'm not even going to try to replicate the part that I kept talking about was stuck in my head. But really like that song. I did remember to turn on the closed captions this time, so that way I can actually get the actual translation from the song as we get into the next one. But we're going to check out Sinful Passion, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Ты явилась нежданно, как из лунного сна. О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна.
He kind of came out the gate like kind of just looked like with James Bond vibes like already. Like he just really kind of came out like looking like real like sharp and stunning. And like the opening lyrics to this song just kind of more emphasized that James Bond kind of feeling for me. Like he's setting a vibe for sure.
Линии долгие лилии, были ночи без сна, но в стуже сердце озарило, как весна, только ты одна. Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье. Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
Oh my God, homeboy's got the headless horseman jump in the back, man. I feel like, oh my God, they're taking that to another level too, man. Oh my good God, man. I don't know. So you guys already told me that he does write a lot of his own original music, and I love the fact that he does that. I don't know if this one is, so I'm not going to make any assumptions one way or the other, but I love the lyrical storytelling in this song. And just again, his voice is gonna tell a story, and you could see a lot of like the training just in like the perfection of like the way that he like has basically hit in like literally every note so far in this song. And I feel like we're still kind of in the climb and build of what's happening here.
Ночь замкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Мне нужна только ты одна. Околдован тобою, выпью зелье до дна.
Fire bar.
И ты вернешь меня из бездны в этот мир. Только ты одна.
It's like send it through your soul.
Долгим огнем пылать в мгле и в ненастье.
I love the fact that this song has like such a simple feel to it, like so far throughout it, that like even though I don't know the language, like I was waiting, like I was ready to kind of sing the words that I don't know the words are, but I'm like I knew what they were coming, like, but I know, like, it's hard to say, like, you know, it's hard to explain and say out loud because it's not in English, but like I'm like if it wasn't English, I would have been kind of like singing along with it. Does that make sense? I knew what the translation words were, but I don't know how to say them, and like I don't think I've ever had that like a song that was not in English before. So that's like a very like unique and first experience for me in anything like so. That's super sick that happened. Oh my god, man! Like he just, woo! He smoked that shit, man. Like it was like one of those things. Like initially, I'm not even that impressed because I know that he's so good. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's just like you're almost like you come to expect it because you're like, this guy obviously can sing like no other, man. So like when he started hitting that note, I was like, of course he's gonna kill it. You know what I mean? Of course he's gonna nail it. And then like he just drew it out where it was just like, oh, like that's what I was waiting for, baby. Like, do that thing where like only you can do it, baby. Do that thing. Bro, was he like, oh my god, was he like rolling like his R's in like his throat kind of thing? Oh my god, I don't even know what the hell they call that. Oh my god, that was crazy. Man, oh my god, I can't. We're gonna have to go back and watch that again, man. That was unbelievable. All I can do is smile, man. I have nothing else to say. It's just like yeah, it just brings it out of me, man. Like it just makes me smile, yo. Oh yeah, rush out there and give him those flowers, yo, man. Oh my good god, that was unbelievable. Oh boy, he like just like did this thing where he like kind of like just went like on a roller coaster with his voice, where he just kind of like shot it like a boomerang, where he was like, I'm gonna throw it way out there, and I'm just gonna like let it come back. Like to me, like it was like the most ridiculous, crazy shit I think I've ever seen somebody do, like in a song before. He reminds me again. This is not a comparison. This is not a comparison, this is more of like I like it when people can give me something that reminds me of something that I love in somebody else. And he reminds me of like this performance in particular was like reminded me of like some of the reasons why I love someone like Freddie Mercury, where the vocal performance in this one was like right up my alley in that way, where it's like this would have been like Freddie would have loved this. Does that make sense? Like that's how I think about this shit, was like that's the kind of stuff that like he would do sometimes with his voice in songs. So again, not a comparison, more as I'm glad that somebody else reminded me of that to give me that kind of like comparison and love in my own heart that way. So yes, and if you hate Queen and if you hate Freddie Mercury, please just go ahead and keep those comments to yourself. And go ahead and leave them on the We Hate Queen and Freddie Mercury channels. We don't hate that. We don't hate him around here. So please leave those comments to yourself. But this song, I loved it. I thought it was great. I loved the fact that I was able to like kind of read the English translation this time. Beautiful song, beautiful message. Really love it. I thought it was a little poetic and a little dark, and I fuck with that, baby. I tell you, if there's one thing I tell you, as I fuck with some dark shit. So when you write some good dark poetic lyrics, I am a fan. I had a feeling that he wasn't probably gonna let me down with an idea called Sinful Passion. That the lyrical content probably wouldn't be a letdown that way, and it wasn't. So very, very excited about that. And yeah, like this one a lot. Definitely excited to continue to listen for more from him. So if you guys are new to the channel, because you guys we've only done one reaction. So if you would like to help support the channel, I'll leave the links to everything for my Patreon, my Instagram, my Discord, all those things in the description below. Please sign up for those things if you are interested. Please do me a huge favor, guys, too, and follow me on Instagram. It would mean a lot if you guys followed me on Instagram. I definitely just need the love and support on some numbers over there on the Instagram. That would definitely be great. And if you're looking to help support in a monetary way, the Patreon is a great way to do that. And if you are looking for a home, for someone to have place to hang out with some people who want to talk about music and just talk about life, the Discord is a great place for you. So I'll leave all those stuff into the links below, and please be sure to let me know what the next song that you would like for me to check out from Dimash. Dimash, I'm gonna get it right eventually. All I know is that what I do already have right is my love for him. So that's where it needs to be. And one last thing too, guys, is I know that Kazakhstan is not a real place. That it's more on the Kazakhstan pronunciation, I believe, is a better way to pronounce that. I know I misspoke in the first one, so only a couple of y'all gave me a hard time about that. So I appreciate you guys' love and patience on that. I am just a little ignorant old Johnny over here, so appreciate you guys on that aspect. And yeah, until next time, thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all.